welcome to MotorBeam. This is the smashing new AMG EQS 53 4MATIC Plus. Yes, 5 years ago if you asked me, would AMGs be possible in electric? I would have thought probably no. But it's here right in front of us. This is the future of the automobile. And today I'm going to take you around this car and tell you what's so special about this new car. So in conventional cars, you can actually open the hood and I'll tell you only what's this engine, blah, blah, blah. But here in the EQS 53, you cannot actually open this part. The customer cannot open it. It can be opened only in the workshop. Now there are two reasons behind this. The Mercedes says that there is an electric motor. There is always a chance of electric shock if a customer inadvertently opens and touches something. And also they have a HEPA filter, which there is a chance of contamination. So you cannot open this, but yes, in the workshop they have special tools, they can open it, service it, etc. For the first time ever in a Mercedes sedan, you're going to get a 21-inch wheel. Yes, 21-inch wheel in a sedan, first time ever. Now normally with electric cars you get these low rolling resistant tires, which basically give you better, mileage or rather say range. But here Mercedes is offering a very high rolling resistant tires, which means they're supposed to make noise, because the electric car is so silent that these tires actually make noise and let the people around you know that the electric car is approaching. Now obviously because of this noise they do heat up a lot, so they have a better cooling system installed here which actually cools down the tires. So this car comes with 4MATIC Plus. Now there's actually a difference between 4MATIC and 4MATIC Plus. So in a 4MATIC car, about 69% of power maximum, so maximum 69% of power can be channeled to the rear wheels, while the rest 31% is compulsorily channeled to the front wheels. However, in 4MATIC Plus, even 100% power can be channeled to the rear wheels, and that depends on the driving condition, the traction situation, etc. So this is definitely a step ahead in the 4MATIC technology. So powering this car are two electric motors, one at the back and one at the front. Now, because it's a 4MATIC, power needs to be channeled to all the wheels. That's why they've kept this configuration. Now, combined output of both these motors is 762 HP. That's right, 762 HP. That's a lot of power, and 1020 Newton meters of torque. 1020 Newton meters of torque. That's going to be absolutely insane. Now, this car is limited to 250 kilometers per hour speed, and it goes from 0 to 100 in 3.4 seconds only. Of course, that's in race start mode, but 3.4 seconds is absolutely insane. So if you talk about range, this car gives you about 562 kilometers on a single charge, and there is a fast charge option in which in 30 minutes you can charge this car for up to 80%. This is of course using a DC charger. You also have an option of a AC charger, which of course is going to take more time. One very interesting statistic is that the EQS, of course not in the AMG avatar, the EQS 580 is the most aerodynamic production car as on date, with a CD of just 0.20. Now the AMG version, the CD is slightly higher, 0.23, and they've done a lot of things for the aerodynamics. Now of course if the coefficient of drag is less, it obviously means that this car gives you a better driving range because of less drag. So that's quite an interesting thing. Now if you come here and see, look at these door handles. Now just look at the designer. They are actually made to cut out there in a very aerodynamic way. So the EQS 53 gets seamless doors, which you can see there's no seam here, and of course when you open it, the window actually rolls down a bit, and when you shut this, it would roll up again. Looks very, very neat. So I told you earlier that you cannot actually open the hood of this car. Now you may be asking me, how do you really top up the washer fluid? Okay, well, the washer fluid is right here. You open this flap here, and you can add the washer fluid right here. So you don't actually have to open the hood to add the washer fluid. So let's talk about the charging. When you open this flap here, now what you see over here is basically an AC charger. Now if you pull out this one here, this is for DC charging. So you have both the options given right here, whichever charger is available. Like when you step inside, obviously it's a very different feeling from a conventional car, because this looks so futuristic. I mean, just look at this screen. They call it the hyper screen. It's a 56-inch screen. Now obviously because it's an electric car, you get a lot of usable space in the cabin. Now check this space over here. You can keep your luggage and odds and ends here because there is actually no transmission tunnel here, so you have lots of space inside the cabin. Now obviously it's a Mercedes-AMG, so obviously the seats are super duper comfortable. Of course this is all Napa leather. They've got a carbon fiber finish here. The steering feels really good to hold. Of course this is just a walk around, so I'm just going to be talking about the static of this car. I'm going to be getting to drive this car much later, and I'm going to give you a lowdown on exactly how this car drives. And honestly, this car honestly feels better while it's driven than it's static, right? So the interesting thing here is, of course, the electric car. Now this is the comfort mode. Now I go into the sport. Now I'm sure you can't hear this, but when I go into Sport Plus, these Burmester speakers here, in fact all around the car, they give you the sound like you are driving an internal combustion engine car, like the car is revving. It gives you that sporty feel, and when you actually rev the car and you really drive out, it gives you the feel that you're literally revving it like a normal ICE car. So another thing is you get this screen over here for the front passenger. Now this screen only gets activated once someone is sitting on the seat. So there are weight sensors here. So when you actually sitting here, the screen gets activated. Now obviously you'll be wondering that, you know, what if the driver just happens to look there? So just see carefully. Can you see these two things blinking? Now, these are two actually infrared cameras which are continuously monitoring your eye movements. Now if you happen to peek over while driving at this front passenger screen, the car will automatically dim that screen, so you won't be able to see anything there actually. So it's very cool, you know, just to keep you really safe on the road. These distractions are actually minimized by these two cameras here. Really awesome. So you get navigation, like obviously all Mercedes cars get, but this gets navigation with electric intelligence. Now what that is, let me get back to you on that. So basically, like right now we have 95% of charge. If I want to go to say Goa, and I map the route, so it's actually going to first judge how much charge I have, whether there are charging stations en route where I can comfortably charge the car, and it's going to take me to a route which actually ensures that I don't run out of charge along the way, rather than the route which is the shortest via time or distance. So this is something which is very cool. So you know, you never really run out of charge. Of course, with the AMG track pace and performance mode, like if you go to performance, you can actually track all your data, the energy flow, vehicle, the engine, the torque distribution, the braking distances, acceleration, and let's just go to track pace. So obviously if you're on a preset track, it'll give you all the telemetry data, like your speed, acceleration, braking. So even being an EV, you really don't miss the ICE engine cars. It's slowly going to get you to that level where you accept and really enjoy these cars as you would enjoy the ICE cars. So obviously this car is more fun to drive and be behind the wheel, right? But of course if you're sitting at the back seat, don't be disappointed, you have a lot of stuff to do. There's this MBUX screen here in which you can control most of the things over here, right here from the rear seat. So this was the walk around of the AMG EQS 53 4MATIC Plus. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, and share this video, and tell me in the comment section what do you think about this smashing car. Thank you so much. See you next time.